The woman tore off her underwear, stuffed it into a shoe, and dropped it from above. This was their only way to call for help, because they were trapped on a 600-meter-high tower. Nia peered through binoculars, watching intently as the shoe fell to the ground. She prayed the phone inside the shoe would send out a distress signal. Just when they were losing hope, Annie suddenly spotted someone at the base of the tower. They both frantically shouted for help, but due to their extreme height, the man below couldn't hear their desperate cries. Fortunately, a nearby dog noticed the sounds from the tower top, but its owner was calling it to come home. Seeing the man about to leave, Annie frantically took off her shoe and threw it down. But the falling shoe didn't catch the man's attention. With no choice left, Annie threw her last pair of shoes. Luckily, this time it hit a metal frame. The dog came running at the sound. The man seemed to notice something too. He walked over and picked up the shoe, confused about why shoes would be there. Seeing the man pick up the shoes, the two women kept shouting from the tower top, trying to get the man to look up, but he couldn't hear their voices. He just briefly looked around before turning to leave. Desperate to seize this chance for rescue, Annie anxiously took out the flare gun, but just as she was about to fire, Nia stopped her, because Nia noticed the man wasn't looking their way. Firing now would just waste their chance for rescue. Then Nia made an exciting discovery. A nearby RV seemed to be setting up for a barbecue. She decided they should wait until dark to fire the flare, when it would have a better chance of being seen, so they waited on the tower top until nightfall. Annie quickly readied the flare gun to fire, but when she pulled the trigger, something went wrong. The flare gun misfired and didn't launch. Seeing the man about to enter his RV, if they didn't fire now, they'd miss their chance for rescue. Annie had to try again. The bright flare instantly caught the man's attention. Nia waved her phone from the tower top. The two people below finally noticed the distress signal from above. Realizing they'd been spotted, the women were overjoyed. They celebrated at the prospect of rescue, but things weren't as they seemed. The man then used a crowbar to break into their car. Watching this, Nia cursed in anger. The man even flipped them off after stealing their car. The two women on the tower were completely devastated. Not only had they failed to get rescued, but they'd lost their car. Worse still, they had nothing left to signal for help with.